The day I realised my anxiety wasn't just in my head. I used to think my anxiety was just a flaw in my personality, like I wasn't quite wired in the right way. But the truth is, it wasn't just in my head. Today, I want to tell you a story of the moment that everything clicked and the exact method I use and I still use to help others overcome anxiety from the inside out. Believe it or not, there was a time that I couldn't go a day without feeling the tight chest, my heart racing, my mind buzzing. And don't get me wrong, I still have these days. I still have times where my anxiety is off the chart. But the difference is now I know how to bring myself back down to a normal level. But this was something that happened to me, and it was one day in a busy supermarket. I was doing my shopping, I was minding my own business, I was tooting around looking what I wanted on my list, and boom, from out of nowhere came this panic attack. And it wasn't until a therapist introduced me to CBT that I realised that anxiety isn't just thoughts, it's a whole body experience. And once you understand how it works, it becomes so much less scary and easier for you to handle. What I didn't know then was anxiety it's like a false alarm system that goes off. So, we've all had those annoying times when we've been in our house and someone else alarm, their ice alarm goes off and you think, "Oh, bloody hell, here we go again." And your body has the same sort of a mechanism when you're suffering with anxiety. It's a false alarm that goes off, but it feels so real. And it's your brain saying, danger, stop, you're not safe, everything's going to go pear-shaped, there might be a big tiger around that corner, don't do it, stay where you are. Even when you know that you're safe, there isn't going to be a tiger in the supermarket. Your brain's like, no, this is all, no, too scary. I'm going to give you a panic attack and make you want to stop. But CBT helped, it helps you to tune into a pattern so that you know when this is happening, that you can bring yourself back down and know that you're safe. What CBT does is it helps you to understand what triggered that anxiety. For me in the supermarket, I think it was really, really busy. It was warm. I had a lot of things going on in my mind and stuff. So I think that's what triggered it, to be honest. It also helps you to tune into what thoughts did you have at that time. And I was thinking 3 days ahead and getting myself all worked up about it. The other thing is, what does your body feel like? How did you feel in that moment? And I knew, looking back on it now, I knew that something was going to happen because I went dead warm, I felt sick, I went a bit dizzy, so I knew that it was coming along. And the other thing was, how did I react to that? And the way that I reacted was I just stood there for a moment, thinking, right, get yourself together, because in the middle of a supermarket and you don't want to be fainting. And then I thought, well, maybe I'm just a bit hungry, or am I thirsty, or whatever it may be. So I just stopped for a minute and then I rushed around the supermarket, didn't get most of the shopping that I wanted. Excuse me. Didn't get most of the shopping that I wanted, went to the till, went home. But the most important thing is using CBT, we can change that cycle as soon as it starts. So what I do and what I've learned, so I've used it on myself and I also teach clients this, is I walk my therapy clients through simple, gentle steps to challenge anxious thoughts. It helps them to calm their bodies and reclaim control. I use grounding tools, breathing techniques, mindful shifts that actually stick, because you can instantly click into them straight away to make things change. I want you to know that anxiety doesn't define who you are. It's just something that you experience, and you can unlearn the fear of it. You know, when we're in these anxious moments and we're having these panic attacks or whatever it might be for you, it can be the scariest and loneliest place. But when you've got these few tools in place that can help you to calm down and put things into perspective, it will make you feel so much better, and you know, it'll be so much easier to handle. So if you're in that place where your world feels like it's getting smaller because of your anxiety, then please know that you're not broken. Because a lot of the time when we're feeling anxious about stuff, especially with social anxiety, we make our comfort zone smaller and smaller so that we are held in this position. Um, you know, and that's not really a good place for you to be. Although you feel safe there, it isn't a good place for you to be. So what I want you to think about is, you know, when this happens, it's not that there's anything wrong with you, and it's not like you're broken, like I said before. It's just that you're feeling overwhelmed. And there are tools and people like me ready to walk beside you and hold your hand and make you feel safe so we can get you past these anxious episodes. So if this video helped you feel even 1% less alone, please give it a like or drop me a comment below. If you're ready to go deeper, my 6-week CBT based therapy program is open. It's a safe, structured space where we untangle anxiety together, and we don't take any steps that you don't want to take. Or if you prefer, we can do it in a more coaching based way with mindset and emotional support. And with that, I offer a 12-week coaching program. You know, you deserve the calm, you deserve the peace. So let's get you to that and make you feel that, you know, anxiety isn't what's taken over your life. So that's it for now. I shall see you all again soon. Bye for now.